So a film I'm really looking forward to this week, or this year, releases this week, is 65. This is the dinosaur sci-fi flick with Adam Driver. Now this is a film which not really anyone knew anything about until the trailer released. I myself had heard some things about this film a few years ago, courtesy of some sources that were working adjacent to the film and sort of let me know about it. I'll leave them linked above the video discussing it, because people always think I'm talking nonsense when I say, oh, I had sources and I revealed stuff. So I'll leave it linked above. And at that point, the film wasn't very good. Like, there were some problems with the film. But they definitely, from the information I had, and the trailer, it's very clear to see that they have gone back to the drawing board. Now, one thing that the trailer gave us was 65 million years ago, humans discovered Earth. And that made everyone go, time travel? What's going on here? What is it? You know, parallel universes, goes through a wormhole. What's going on? Adam Driver has now come out and revealed a pretty bloody big spoiler to the film, actually. And I want to discuss it. So this is a spoiler warning anyway. But he reveals a pretty large spoiler for it. To me, it's not a massive spoiler. To me, it's not a huge spoiler. It's more of an interesting discussion piece. But if you want to go into this film and have no spoilers, one, you probably shouldn't watch the trailer, because that reveals a pretty big spoiler. But obviously, you know, they're humans and dinosaurs. But the second one is that, yeah, just don't watch this video. But I want to discuss this. So spoiler warning, we're going to discuss what Adam Driver revealed to people in an interview. So this is the article. And basically, Adam Driver gave us a really big spoiler about who those humans are and the basis for the film and things like that. And it is interesting, but it's an interesting discussion piece. So this was an interview with Digital Spy. And, in terms of the trailers, it looks like astronaut Mills may have travelled back in time, but also may not have. We don't really know. But he come out and revealed this. There's no time travel, but telling a world that existed parallel 65 million years ago. It seemed like a really big concept movie with just enough room to do something emotional and family oriented about two people who had lost each other. So, and there's a little bit more to this interview, which we'll go into, but discussion piece, okay. It's a parallel world 65 million years ago. Basically, what it sounds like to me, because I don't know this, when I learnt about this film, it was more just what it's about. You know, it's a Planet of Dinosaurs type movie, and there's dinosaurs and blah, blah, blah. Pretty vague, and then I knew some snippets of other bits and pieces, but it was still really vague. This is why I think this is... I don't know what the film's going to be like. It might be crap. I have high hopes and I think it'll be pretty decent, although there are some reviews out which are bad, but all the stuff that they're saying to me is good things. So it's just paint by numbers. I'm like, yeah, I want a paint by numbers film. I don't care. I want to see him just shoot dinosaurs. That's what I want to see. But a world parallel to ours 65 million years ago, to me it's similar to the Ancient Aliens concept, but not. So to me, it says that in the universe, there are other Earth-like worlds which just so happen to populate humans or human-like beings that evolution ran parallel to our own. That is, to me, what it's saying, which I think is an interesting concept. You know, now I'm not going to say that that's a plausible concept or anything like that, but I'm going to say that it's an interesting concept and one that maybe the film explores, and if it does, I'm here for it. I think that could be very interesting and very thought-provoking. Even if it doesn't explore it and just sort of mentions it offhand, or we learn about it in interviews like this, I still think it's quite a cool idea to have, an Earth-like place that is parallel to ours but set 65 million years in the past. I think that's really cool. I think that's a cool, interesting concept. Again, it's not really plausible or anything like that. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But I think it's interesting nonetheless. And pretty key spoiler that he revealed there. Now, there was some other information that he gave us in this interview. So he says, it's nice to do something big that a lot of people can go to, where a major theme about it is that we're all experiencing this thing and come from completely different parts of the world and different times in our lives. And we're having to face this thing that no one is really prepared for. So the metaphor was obvious, but I always liked movies of all sorts of budgets and all sizes. That, to me, is what cinema is. This seemed unique and weird. I really like this idea. And I like the fact, like, it's all about love and loss and things like that. And then he goes on to say, I think this is cool. I think this is a really interesting idea. And I like Adam Driver. I like him as an actor. And I like the films he chooses to do. And I really like the fact that even this film was not made for much money. It's like $91 million, which is tiny budget for this type of movie, with this type of scale, with those type of visual effects. Which, cool. Like, that's great that you managed to make this film for basically no money. Because it means that it may make money, maybe, hopefully. I want this to make money if it's good. But I like the fact Adam Driver is like, yeah, no, I want to do any movie of any size. Yeah, I'm game for that. That's what cinema is all about. Like, yeah, man. Like, how good is that? Adam Driver is a very interesting chap, and he's very clearly an intelligent chap. And I like the fact he's so happy to watch as well as act, in movies of all different types of budgets. And the fact that he's just like, oh yeah, this film seemed unique and weird. That's why I chose it. I love that. I absolutely love that. But he also makes it very, very clear that he thought that there was enough room to do something, something emotional and family oriented in this movie. That he obviously, he thinks that that's the core connective tissue of the film, is that these two people have lost stuff and that's how they interconnect. Now, I know a little bit more about this film. I'm not going to I could kind of reveal. I've said spoilers, haven't I? Yeah. So Mills, the pilot, is doing this mission because he's lost his daughter basically back at home or something like that. She's sick. And Koa has lost her family because obviously she's abandoned. So they sort of connect on that level. Koa's the mute kind of girl in the trailer. So I like this. I think this is cool. Pretty big spoiler. Parallel Earth type place 65 million years ago with humans, I guess. I love it. I think this is cool. And I hope it's good because I'm watching it Friday. So stay tuned for my review. Leave your thoughts down below. Cheers, guys. Take care.